Executive Chef Joseph Schutze. Welcome to our kitchen. Today I'd like to share with you the technique for filleting or breaking down a flatfish. Join me now as I show you how it's properly done. Today we will be filleting a Dover sole. And just like any other flatfish, it has two large fillets on top and two smaller on the underbelly. To begin, I like to find the backbone, which runs right down the center of the fish, and make a cut following that. Okay, now that we've got that taken care of, with your fingers, push up and feel where the end of the skull is and where the meat begins. We will then make us a nice cut there, across, and then another one coming off this side. Now we have that. Take your knife, using the tip, I like to choke up on it a little bit, and gently take nice, long, slow cuts the length of the fillet. You will hear your knife scraping across the skeletal structure. As you're doing this, pull the fillet back from the bones. And there you have your first fillet. So for the other side, we'll do the exact same thing. Be patient with it. Don't take too large of cuts. If you do, you're liable to make a mistake and lose a lot of valuable meat. And for the backside, the same exact thing. Make your cut. Your knife, I just sharpened mine. You're gonna need a very sharp one. The skin is very rubbery and tough, very much like tuna. So just gently, once you get that cut through there, you made your way. And you will also notice that the fillets on the bottom side are significantly smaller than the top. Okay. So to clean our fillet, first thing we wanna do is, if you see any bones, you just skim gently across the flesh, between the bone, and trim some of that belly meat off. And there you have. Repeat with the remaining fillets. Now that we have them cleaned up, one final thing is to remove the skin. I like to start at the tail, and what I do is I will make a cut, reverse, like so, and then turn it, and then go under the flesh, between the skin, grab a good hold of the skin, and run your knife back and forth across. That is filleting a Dover sole. Dover sole is a very versatile fish. Just about any flavor profile will match up with it. But because the fish is extremely delicate, I would only recommend either poaching this fish or broiling it. You could even stuff it with a mousse, roll it up like a roulade, and then use either of those two cooking methods. Well, that concludes the demonstration on how to fillet a flatfish. Some takeaways that I'd like to reiterate is having a very sharp fillet knife. As you've seen, when you try to drag the knife and cut through, you really have a difficult time. So you almost have to pierce through with the tip and then make your cuts, and the job is a lot easier. All flatfish are the same. There will be 4 fillets. The biggest difference between them will be the size of the fish itself. Some examples of other flatfish would be flounder and halibut. Halibut is a lot larger. In my experience, I've broken down ones that were 65 up to 85 pounds. And They are even actually easier to work with when they're bigger, just for the fact is the bones are bigger, the skeletal structure is bigger, and there's just more weight to work with. Smaller the fish, it's a lot more delicate and precise. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and hope you learned a little something about filleting flatfish. Feel free to leave some comments and questions below. I will have some other valuable information inserted below regarding this topic. Thanks again for joining. Yo, Filleting.